We're here at Windora, USA with Richard Picken, who has been kind enough to come up from Paris, Kentucky, which is where he's now based. And he's going to be teaching a series of private lessons today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So, Richard, first of all, I just wanted to ask you, how long have you been coaching Boyd now?
Boyd, for most, probably about a year now.
Okay, and how did that relationship start?
Basically, I started helping Philip Dutton at Carolina. That was a bit over a year ago, must be about a year and a half ago, and Philip asked me to help him at the event, so I started helping Philip there, and then after a couple of months, Boyd came up to me and asked me if I would help him as well.
Okay.
So
and
that's how we started.
Give me a little bit of background about your show jumping career.
I basically started in Europe. Show jumping ponies are a big thing. It's quite a big sport, and we ride ponies right through to 14.2, and we ride them up to 16 when we're 16 years of age. We move into horses, but I rode ponies from a very young age. My mum was a show jumper in England, and that's how I got started, and I jumped ponies for pretty much all my junior career, and rode on the junior bridge team a couple of times with the ponies, and jumped up to 14.2s, and we jumped fairly big tracks up there, from 14 to maybe about 1.40 m tracks, and that's how I got going. And then came to 16 and decided that I wanted to go abroad to ride. I didn't want to stay in England, and I went to Emil Hendricks for 3 months in Holland, and then I went to George Morris. I was only at George's for about a month, and then went to Ian Miller's from there, and I went to go for 3 months, and 6 years later I was still there. So, and then had problems with work visas and things in Canada, so I went back to England and rode for Graham Fletcher, who had ridden a few horses for in the junior days, and Graham used to train me in the ponies, so I went back and rode horses for him for a year.
And have you always trained and competed purely in show jumping?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I've always had helped some eventers in England. There was a couple of girls in England that I trained, and for the eventing, because I had a yard in England with about 20 stalls and an outdoor ring and everything, and so I always had people there that were into the eventing as well, but I stayed mainly in the show jumping.
And how long have you and your wife been here, based out of Kentucky?
Well, my wife is, a lot of people know her, Joni Morris, who is the director of eventing for the USEF, and basically helps Philip and Boyd and all the riders and Buck and people. So we met at the World Games in 2010, and that's how we got together, and then I sort of commuted between America and England, and we got married actually just down the road from here at Hoodwink, and some friends of ours, Josh and Emery Taylor.
Yeah.
And then I still commuted between England and here, and she finally said, well, I think you'd better decide where you want to live. So I came to Kentucky, and then we started looking for a farm, and it took us a while to find a farm, and then we found the one in Paris that we're now very lucky to come across it, and it's a beautiful place.
That's great. And so now you've got a good business going within the eventing world.
I have, yes.
Nice.
It keeps me very busy, and I was in Virginia for 2 days before this, doing a clinic at David and Karen O'Connor's, where Lauren Kiefer rides, and so I did a clinic then, and I usually come to Boyd's once a month for 3 days. In California, I go there for a couple of days to Lauren Billy's place, she's on the Puerto Rican, she's an individual for the Puerto Rican.
Yeah, she's had a great year.
Yeah, and then I go to Tennessee to Bill Hoose's place, and and then just the odd clinic that I can fit in anywhere else. That pretty much fills my month up.
Okay.
I managed to squeeze 1 or 2 in.
Yeah, that's great.
elsewhere.
Well, we're really appreciative that you're here teaching for 3 straight days at Windora USA, and most of the riders are area pros. So we'll be taking some photographs over the weekend, and thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.